purpose. We have just to identify the solution and implement it. Or the best part about the whole thing was my professor told me very clearly. I was just making all the notes. Ki, this is sequence one, sequence two. This is the reaction. This is well, leave it everything apart. Go and start the work on the field. Stop making all the theoretical calculation. Start the work. If you will face some kind of problem, rectify it there only. So this was the best part. So we have to encourage the people to start the real work on the field and keep thinking about the solution. Keep thinking about the solution. Yeah, this is how things are moving, and this is the problem segment. If there is a suspended solid, if there is a turbidity, if there is a smell in the water, तो इनिशियली हम लोग देखते थे कि पानी में जब बालू आता था और नल हम लोग चापाकल यूज करते थे, वी आर यूजिंग a cloth that act like a filter. We are studying and we are knowing the most of the thing in environmental engineering. People are using the filter for turbid water, for the water having the sand or something. So बचपन में भी यही काम करते थे हम लोग, लेकिन the thought was bit different on that time. We have to integrate all the thought process and put everything in a different scientific way and present it. Yeah, this is the way to proceed. This is the way to solve the problem. So the problem was huge. Concept is very normal or very basic concept. Integration of different concepts. Something from the like eighth standard or ninth standard. Some concept is from the 11th standard. But there is integration of all the concept. Then the product is coming out. So the story is if anything is there, any problem is there, we can think on the solution side, or there is no as such any requirement ki very like equation based, a big equation is required, or very intensive mechanical equipment is required. No, this is not at all required for all the solution, all the solution that we are looking for. So that's the story about this product. And right now we are working in 7 different countries with this product of water with the help of this product in Maharashtra and nearby areas. And this is very minimal energy. There is no skilled labor is required. In most of the existing technology, a skilled labor is required. And that's the reason this is not working very fine, because everywhere we do not have a skilled labor. And in the rural areas of the Maharashtra, rural areas of the Chhattisgarh or the Bihar or UP, not even a very well qualified mechanical engineer or civil engineer is looking to like go and join the place and stay there. So the skilled labor is one of the major issue in this kind of technology earlier. Then the minimum maintenance cost is one of the advantage. The other is the aesthetics. So the whole system looks like I will share some of the slide in the coming some of the photograph in the coming slide that will reflect how it looks like. Next is the Nala treatment system. In most of the places nowadays, I have already discussed, we are discharging almost 70%, 60 to 70% of the untreated sewage into the river, into the natural water bodies. The channel is the Nala. We are the drain, the existing drain. The drain is carrying the basically sewage only. It is meant for storm water, but nowadays drain is carrying sewage only, and then they are polluting the natural water body. So we have developed one in situ Nala treatment. Inside the Nala only, we are placing some unit processes and treating the water up to the extent that they will not harm the environment. So this is the second technology called as restoration of Nala with ecological unit. And having there is no as such any extra land required, no electricity is required for this, no pumping is required, that means no mechanical equipment is here, very low capex and opex. If the per mld cost, per million liter cost for any water treatment is x rupees, the cost for this technology is x by 5 rupees. So capex is very low, opex is equally low. Aesthetically it looks very good. We have implemented this technology in Prayagraj during the Kumbh time, and some of the people used to sit nearby the Nala and say ki this is something coming a very like clean stream, clean water stream is clear water stream is coming from somewhere. They are not even picturized this treated water is coming from the Nala only, or they are using it for cleaning purpose. They are washing their hand and feet with the by this treated water only. So this is the transformation with the help of very basic technology and the innovation. And this is how we are going to change the overall environment where we are staying, where we are living nowadays. And the third technology is the anti-sapling. The story behind this technology is very interesting. In the first tenure of Honorable PM Narendra Modi, there is one slogan about the Swachh Bharat, and the objective was to install 5 crore toilet blocks in the rural India and everywhere in India. Everyone was talking about the toilet block, 5 crore toilet block, 5 crore toilet block, but no one was talking about the fact, yes, 5 crore toilet block, but what about the water coming from the toilet block? Everyone was just on this concept, yes, we have the septic tank, and we'll install the septic tank with the toilet, but septic tank is just a collection tank that is not going to take care of the wastewater there. And that's the reason ki most in village level also, in rural India also, most of the pond is polluted, eutrophied, completely eutrophied. Then we start working on that part and come up with the next generation septic tank. This septic tank consists of the collection section, then the settler section, then the complete anaerobic backfill reactor. And there is no electricity, no mechanical equipment, nothing is required. Only we are playing with the hydraulics, how water can be moved. There is a concept of distance and displacement. We are using that very concept in the whole process. We are not going to take the displacement, the water will in into this side and directly moving to the outlet point. So there is a hindrance in between that. We are just increasing their travel length. If the water will move like this way, this way, this way, and coming out. That means we are providing the maximum residence time to the water inside the tank, and that will take care of the overall suspended solid and then the organic digestion. The concept was very basic. कुछ भी नया नहीं था इसमें, कुछ भी रॉकेट साइंस नहीं था यहाँ पे। ये था कि हम उस कॉन्सेप्ट को कैसे यूज कर सकते हैं, हाउ वी कैन यूज द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ सेटलिंग and how we can use the concept of hydraulic, how we can use the concept of distance and displacement. तो मुझे लग रहा है कि कहीं ना कहीं इन चीजों को बच्चों के साथ शेयर करने की जरूरत है. They will feel like, yes, I am innovator. I was child, then I was thinking scientist is some different kind of like prani. They have different kind of mindset. कुछ नहीं होता है ऐसा. मतलब if you have the problem, share the problem with the child. They start keeping the sharing the solution. कि it can be solved by this, by this, by this. और the बहुत बेसिक चीजें लगती है इन चीजों में. बाद में पता लगता है कि दिस इज जस्ट इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ द थॉट प्रोसेस, इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ द कॉन्सेप्ट जो हमने सीखा था पहले, जो हमने समझा था पहले स्कूल में. भी लग रहा है बहुत सारी चीजें जो मैं आज आईआईटी से इन्वायरमेंटल इंजीनियरिंग करने के बाद कर रहा हूँ, कहीं ना कहीं मैंने स्कूल में ही सीखा था उन चीजों को. कहीं ना कहीं बचपन में वो एक थॉट प्रोसेस डेवलप हुआ था. देन वी स्टार्ट वर्किंग ऑन दैट पार्ट. Then we start thinking and connecting the problem and start trying to find out the solution there. So this is another product and completely based on the real issues and the solution that will take care of the environment on real time, not on paper. And it is enlisted in the innovative product list of Ministry of Drinking Water and Sanitation almost 6 years back. This is another product that is quiet well treatment technology that is being used into the drain only. And it is also zero energy based treatment system. So everywhere आप देख रहे हैं कि मैं zero energy की बात करूँ. My concept about the energy is bit different. I was in a meeting at Sena Bhavan in Delhi, and there was discussion going on regarding the water treatment. Yes, this technology is very good in terms of treating the water. I have very basic question during that time and ask the question to the people. Yes, this is good technology. I am not denying it, but the energy consumption in the whole technology is too much. That means somewhere we are using power plant. We are generating power, or that means PM10, PM2.5, SOx and NOx we are producing there. So at one point we are polluting air environment and taking all the energy from there to treat the water. How we can balance the environment in this way? Somewhere we are polluting air and somewhere we are like treating the water and saving the water environment. No, it cannot be justified. And all the vertical of the environment, either water or the air or the solid waste, is interconnected. If I am not going to take care of the water, that will lead to the air pollution also. If I am not going to take care of the air properly, that will lead to the water pollution also. And if I am not going to take care of the solid waste, that will lead to both air and the water pollution. A simple example. अगर हम एयर पोल्यूशन को बहुत अच्छे से मैनेज नहीं करते हैं, we heard lot about the acidic rain and there is a lot of other issues कि that will be somewhere it will be precipitated. जो भी air pollution है travel करेगा due to the wind and all these things, that will be dispersed somewhere and settle down in the like after 10 kilometer 5 kilometer on the ground. rain hoga to with the flow of the water that will discharge into the nearby area, and there is some other issue due to the acidic rain. So that means air environment is connected to the water. In terms of water also, if I'm not going to treat the water very in a very like efficient manner, then there is anaerobic digestion that will lead to the foul smell, that will lead to the like pollution in the in nearby surroundings, and pollute the air environment also. In the similar way, solid waste, if I'm going to store the solid waste in for a longer time, they will produce leachate. The liquid coming from that solid waste is very strong and pollute the groundwater, pollute your nearby surface water. And there is a lot of smell coming from the solid waste dumping ground. We all are experiencing on the daily basis, and that smell is VOCs, volatile organic compound, and that will lead to the deterioration of the air quality in the nearby areas. So that was the logic in that discussion. I had communicated to them, this is not fair. We are polluting air at some place and treating water at another place. We cannot balance in this way. We cannot do the sustainable environmental practice the way we are doing right now. So that was the reason ki mostly if we are doing something in the like field of environment where we are some innovation, then the focus is on the zero energy based concept there at most of the time. And this is for the like solid waste. We have bio-stabilized aerated static pile, and this is order free and valuable byproduct compost, and that will add value in the solid waste treatment system. And this is very interesting, innovation from our side. During our study time, before we start to work on different innovative products, there was a problem in Mumbai. Mumbai has very high-rise buildings, like n number of high-rise buildings. So if the building is 30-story building, that means almost 140 or 150 flats are there, and then almost 150 vehicles like car they must have there. So there is a big parking lot in the basement, or while like going in and coming out, that there is a tailpipe emission, or that emission will lead to major issue for the older people, for the like infant in that society. So the thought was, and there was a major question from the state environmental appraisal committee to all the high-rise buildings: what's your provision for indoor air of the basement, and how we are going to take care of this? Then we have invented this technology. This is something that will take care of all the air pollutant coming from the parking lot, and that will not create any kind of problem in the nearby areas. So the thought was very simple, and there is the integration of filtration unit, integration of SOx removal unit, integration of basic NOx removal unit, and then this indoor air quality technology for the parking lot was like suggested and implemented at many places there. And this is the photograph of the first technology called sewage treatment plant based on IIT Bombay IP. And this is nearby Sandeep. This is nearby academic building of Sandeep. And it's completely ordered. It looks like a garden. Most of the people are not able to believe this. This is the sewage treatment plant. So that's the innovation. If people are going to accept the technology, that will lead to the feasibility of the technology. If there is some very filthy kind of a structure, and if we are taking care, if we are treating the sewage, that means the wastewater, there is a lot of filthiness there. But in this case, what our thought process is, it looks like a different kind of a structure. It will enhance the aesthetic of the nearby area, and people will not face any kind of problem. So that's the overall how it looks like, and it is very much well appreciated by all the different government agencies and implemented at several places. And nowadays we are working hard with the government agency to have this kind of technology and to test the overall scenario in the water and the wastewater section. And this is how the Nala treatment, initially Nala looks like this, and they are discharging almost 30 lakh liter of the water every day in the Yamuna. And in the like there was almost 5 Nala of the same capacity. That means 1.5 crore liter of the sewage they are discharging daily on Yamuna River, and that is also having this kind of strength in terms of the pollution part. So after installation of the whole technology, it looks like a floating garden. कुछ लोग वहां आने के बाद बोलते थे ये सरस्वती यहीं से आ रही है क्या जो विलुप्त हो गई है. So that kind of impression. That means the people are accepting this. That's the real story. One of my colleague was there. He told me कि सर ऐसा ऐसा था एक बुजुर्ग महिला आई थी और हाथ मुंह धो रही थी, मैंने मना किया कि मुंह मत धोइए, आप हाथ पांव धो ली। तो बोले, उसने फिर क्वेश्चन किया, भाई मतलब क्यों ऐसा करना है? तो बताया कि नहीं नहीं, ये नाला का पानी है, तो सीवेज है। वो बोली कि मुझे लगा सरस्वती यहीं से आ रही है, क्या विलुप्त जो हो गई थी। तो दैट्स द इनोवेशन, दैट इज समथिंग कि पीपल आर एक्सेप्टिंग दिस। और जब लोग एक्सेप्ट करेंगे किसी चीज को तो उसकी फिजिबिलिटी बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ जाती है। एंड यू कैन सी द बिफोर एंड आफ्टर पिक्चर, एंड दैट्स द रियल पिक्चर फ्रॉम द साइट ओनली। And this is from one of the lake in Delhi, and it's all about the how we are rejuvenating it, and then the environmental assessment part. This is all about the what we are doing and how we are innovating the thing, implementing the thing. Thank you. We'll start the next session now. Thank you.
Thank you so very much for such an insightful presentation and discussing lots of environmental issues, and then how IIT Bombay Sign is doing amazing work when it comes to practical problems, practical challenges from across the country, and then innovative solutions to it. So, teachers, the reason that we are doing this session today was to like how simple solutions we can do in our community, in our school, around our school, in the colonies that we live through these simple innovations. And of course, empathy is a part of it because we have to be empathetic towards our environment. क्योंकि अगले generation को हम क्या pass on करेंगे? What will we pass on to the next generation? We have to give them a cleaner environment, and this is our responsibility to do that. So thank you very much. So I would
Thank
keep
you.
calling you Bhaiya because that's what I used to do for like almost 24 years now. Yeah. So भैया थोड़ा सा पर्सनल लाइफ पे जाते हैं आपके। ये जो काफी अनकन्वेंशनल फील्ड है जिसमें आप अभी काम कर रहे हैं, तो कोई एक बच्चा जो आज हमारे स्कूल में है, जो हमारे स्कूल के टीचर्स हैं, can you throw some light about your journey, like very briefly, about how did you decide to get into this very unconventional career path?
So the story is a bit different, and there is no as such any like inspiration behind the environmental for me. I'm telling you the true story. The thing was कि I was just searching on the what's the placement of and the package for environmental engineers from IIT Pabay, and then I saw कि 15 lakh was the highest package. I got admission in IIT Kharagpur also in process engineering, and their package were almost 7 to 8 lakh average package. Then I saw कि IIT Pabay have like 12 to 15 lakh average package in environmental engineering. So that was the motivation for me in the first place. Yeah, the package is quite good, so let's have this. I was not at all very much aware about the environmental engineering, but while studying all these things, I get to know that these are the problem, these are the solution. And luckily, the professor who was there, their thought process was a bit different. The way they are teaching us is a bit different. I am requesting all the teachers, they have to approach that kind of thought process. The first time I got to know about the take home exam, I was thinking, what is this take home exam? मतलब घर पे जाके देना है, कितना easy काम है। बहुत खुश था मैं। I just took all this thing and so कि अब 7 days time है, I will take rest and then in the last day we will see from the paper and everything and we'll submit the solution. But not even a single question मुझसे हुआ ही नहीं, because everything was thought provoking. The objective was कि just think and think, nothing else. Think about this thing. That was the objective, and no one was failed. Everyone was passed, but not even a single person is right the full question there, solution of the full question. So that's the thought process. That is something they had like they had provided us, and that the whole setup drive us to think on that part. So basically the driving force to have that completely unconventional field is the package. But later on the thought process of the professor and the ambience and the dynamic of the IT power is altogether different. और उसके बाद फिर सोचा कुछ अच्छा करना है, तो फिर यही हुआ कि चलो इस तरह से चीजें डिफाइन होती गई। और माय प्रोफेसर टोल्ड मी वेरी क्लियरली, देयर इज नो रॉकेट साइंस एनीवेयर, think from the basic. Every time they told me think from the basic, and that is the, I think, the mool month to go ahead. You think from the basic and use the basic knowledge only. There is no hi-fi, there is no rocket science required for all these things. Rocket science is required at ISRO level only. So he told me very clearly कि यही सोचना है, यही करना है. Or every time the emphasis was You work on the real problem, not on the theoretical problem. Work on the real problem and start working on the field. So the real reason and the basic reason for coming into the unconventional field is the package for me.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah,
very
that's the
very
real reason.
no, that's very understandable. But after that, so a different question. How do you see, like, जब हम लोग 6th 7th 8th 9th में थे, and then now the teaching that you saw in IIT Bombay, what we could do differently to induce these thought provoking innovation in these like young minds, जब जब स्कूल में जब हमारे टीचर्स जाते हैं, तो एक दो कोई आप अच्छे आइडियाज आज हमारे टीचर्स को अगर दे सकते हैं जो आईआईटी बॉम्बे यूज करता है अपने जो बडिंग यंग इंजीनियर्स हैं उनको
इसकी
समझाने
देखिए एक तो फोबिया होता था, मुझे याद है भी वो हम लोग साथ में जब थे उस वक्त, तो एक होता था कि हमारा यूनिट टेस्ट है या फिर हाफ ईयरली है, ईयरली है, तो एक होता था कि पास करना है फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड फोर्थ, ये एक था और सही का था। अभी भी मेरे दिमाग में है कि हमेशा पेरेंट्स को ये जवाब देने में प्रॉब्लम होती थी कि नहीं मेरा 6th है या 7th है, टॉप कभी करता नहीं था मैं, तो 6th 7th या 8th क्या है, तो उस फोबिया में हमेशा रहता था। तो इस चीज को कहीं ना कहीं चेंज करने की जरूरत है, इस तरह से कि जैसा मैंने टेक होम का एग्जाम बताया, सो वेरी इनोवेटिव काइंड ऑफ थिंग, मैं उस तरह से एकदम आई वाज अमेज्ड कि ऐसा भी होता है। फर्स्ट टाइम आई वाज थिंकिंग इन अ डिफरेंट वे, एंड उसमें क्या हुआ कि मेरे थॉट प्रोसेस चेंज हो गए। मैंने हर कुछ पढ़ लिया जो नहीं पढ़ना था, पता नहीं, मुझे पता ही नहीं लग रहा था सॉल्यूशन कहाँ है, मैं हर कुछ पढ़ता गया, मैं 3 रात सोया ही नहीं कंप्लीटली, क्योंकि मुझे लगा मैं फेल हो जाऊंगा, फेल होने का जो डर था वहां भी था, वो खत्म नहीं हुआ था डर। तो लेकिन बाद में पता लगा फेल पास के स्किल से ऊपर है ये चीजें। This intention is not to fail you or pass you, it's all about कि you keep a start thinking। तो हमें जो स्कूल लेवल पे स्कूल में काफी नवोदय का पढ़ाई बहुत अच्छा था, काफी अच्छे से पढ़ाई किया था, लेकिन रियल टाइम इश्यूज पे हम लोगों ने काम नहीं किया था। हमें जो टेक्स्ट बुक था उसे ही पढ़ना था, उसे ही देखना था, उसे ही समझना था, उसे ही फॉलो करना था। बट मेरे यहाँ भी सेप्टिक टैंक की प्रॉब्लम थी, मेरे यहाँ भी याद है, आपको भी याद होगा कि जो कॉन्ट्रैक्टर एक सेप्टिक टैंक बना हुआ था, दे आर नॉट टेकिंग केयर ऑफ द वाटर वेरी क्लियरली, वाटर इज ओवरफ्लोइंग देयर।
Yeah.
So if our teacher instructed us to just see what's the problem, why it is having this kind of issues, they will guide us in that way. This is one example, and number of example is nearby that. From the mains daily they are generating the solid waste. So what they are doing is the solid waste. I have not like seen any biogas in our system also like 20 years back. So we can think and we can like guide our student ki think about the problems that you are facing on a daily basis, and think about the solution that is very much feasible, that can be implementable, and that can be sustainable also. Or we must think something beyond the textbook wala part. We the fear of pass and fail, top and like not getting the topper rank, that kind of fear must be like somewhere हटना जरूरी है।
थैंक यू
ये वाला
थैंक
चीज तो
यू
एक थॉट प्रोवोकिंग होनी चाहिए चीजें।
जी बिल्कुल, थैंक यू। ये काफी इंटरेस्टिंग आंसर है, और ये जो ओपन बुक एग्जाम का कॉन्सेप्ट है ये काफी इंटरेस्टिंग है। लाइक दिस इज लाइक नो वन फेल्स, बट इट्स वेरी
Yeah.
डिफिकल्ट, it's very difficult to score in that open book exam. Like you can refer to any resource on the internet, you can refer to any book, but again
You will not get the answer there.
you will never get the answer. You will never get the answer.
Only the objective was to keep thinking and keep thinking. I think everywhere in the school we must write this thing: keep thinking. The thought process must be developed.
Yeah, that's really understand. One very practical question about getting into IITs, and then like how students, like we have lots of teachers here, and then I'm sure most of them are science or maths teachers, and their students are like after 12th everyone wants to get into IITs, that they are the best in India. So what are your suggestions to teachers at this point of time, like when they are in 6th 7th 8th 9th 10th grade, how they should prepare for the larger goal, like getting into IIT? And of course, IIT trains you in a different way. What are your suggestions on that?
I think if people should know basics first. और अगर बेसिक जान लेते हैं ना, तो देयर इज नो सच एनी हर्डल एनीवेयर। मैं एक छोटा सा इंसिडेंस रिकॉल कर रहा हूँ कि इन 9th स्टैंडर्ड फर्स्ट टाइम आई रीड द न्यूटन सेकंड लॉ ऑफ मोशन, कि रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ मोमेंटम इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू अप्लाइड फोर्स। फर्स्ट टाइम मतलब समझ में बहुत ज्यादा नहीं आया था, लेकिन जब बाद में इसी चीज को समझना शुरू किया कि रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ मोमेंटम इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू अप्लाइड फोर्स एंड फ्रॉम देयर F इक्वल टू ma इज कमिंग आउट, so then I get to know कि rate of change of momentum mv minus mu divided by dt, m is coming as common, v minus u by t, v minus u by t is a, then m into a is directly proportional to applied force, F is equal to ma। तो अगर मैंने एक बच्चे को पहले पूछा प्रैक्टिकल वे में कि व्हाट कैन यू प्लीज एक्सप्लेन मी द न्यूटन सेकंड लॉ ऑफ मोशन, तो वो बोला रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ मोमेंटम दिस, तो बोल दिया कंप्लीटली, मुझे भी याद था तो मैं भी ऐसे ही बताया करता था। देन आई टोल्ड हिम कि कैन यू प्लीज लेट मी नो इंपल्सिव फोर्स, बोला कि नो आई एम नॉट एबल टू एक्सप्लेन यू द इंपल्स। Then I explained him कि this dm, if m is for the very small mass is very small, then dm v minus u by dt, the dm by dt into the a, this called if force is very small time f dot dt is equal to m into a, then this is called as impulsive force। अगर dt को हम इधर ले जा रहे हैं तो उसको मैंने पेपर पे समझाया, बोला कि yeah it is very simple। हम बोले यही चीजें जानना जरूरी है, और ये बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर होता है तो इस पे while doing the exam मैं रिकॉल कर रहा हूँ कि एक यूनिटरी मेथड पे मेरा एक 3 नंबर का क्वेश्चन सॉल्व हुआ था, और बेसिक I was not knowing about the question, but unit and dimension I know about the unit and dimension। मैंने देखा कि इसका सॉल्यूशन का जो डायमेंशन है ये है, अगर मैं इसको इस तरह से कर रहा हूँ यूनिटरी मेथड पे यूनिट एंड डायमेंशन से 3 नंबर का क्वेश्चन सॉल्व हुआ था वो। तो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट हाउ वी आर यूजिंग द बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट, how we are going to explain the Newton's first law of motion to the student। मुझे बहुत दिनों तक inertia of motion, inertia of rest, inertia ये दिमाग में बस याद था, समझ में नहीं आता था। लेकिन बाद में जब वही चीज समझाया गया, जब प्रैक्टिकली बताया गया कि ऐसा है कि बॉडी लोअर बॉडी मोशन में, अपर बॉडी रेस्ट में, तो इस चीजों को प्रैक्टिकली अगर समझाया जाए तो उनका कॉन्सेप्ट वही नहीं खुलता है, एक थॉट प्रोसेस स्टार्ट हो जाता है वहां से। Yes, every definition has their own meaning and they are connected with the other particular equations and all derivations there। तो ये चीजें जाननी जरूरी है वहां पे, और कहीं ना कहीं हमारे लेवल पे आई डोंट नो अबाउट द करंट सेटअप, कुछ चीजें मिसिंग थी। इन चीजों को कनेक्ट करके, और इससे क्या है कि बहुत ज्यादा उनका एनर्जी लेवल बढ़ता है, दे स्टार्ट थिंकिंग ऑन दैट पार्ट, yes this is the way to go, this is the way to write, this is the way to read, and this is the way to recall everything। there is no need to mug up all these equations, derivations and all that, that makes the whole thing interesting, I think so। this is my thought।
No, no, this is very interesting. And then I can see in the chat box, like teachers completely agree with you. Like stick to basics, very true. Think from the basics. So and Raju sir, I saw like very nicely smiling. So
और वन थिंग आई वुड लाइक टू से कि मैं अपने पे बता रहा हूँ कि क्वेश्चन पूछने में बहुत थोड़ा एक झिझक होता था लोगों को, मैं भी नहीं पूछता था, मुझे लगता था यार दिस क्वेश्चन इज वेरी स्टूपिड काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन, व्हाई आई विल आस्क इट, पीपल विल से कि दिस इज आस्किंग वेरी स्टूपिड क्वेश्चन। तो मोटिवेट द स्टूडेंट टू आस्क क्वेश्चन एवरी टाइम। इफ दे आर आस्किंग द क्वेश्चन दैट मींस वी आर लाइक वेरी सक्सेसफुल इन टीचिंग। If they are not asking the question, somewhere there is some kind of fear factor into that, some kind of like humiliation kind of part, yeah I'll be humiliated in between our group or in between the team or in a schoolmate। so this ये जो हम कर लेंगे तो I think that is something add into the success story of our teaching, कि our student keep thinking and keep asking the question continuously।
yeah, like very well said। Students must not be afraid of asking questions in the class. That's very interesting point। Thank you।
90% student is like having that kind of phobia। मुझे भी था, I was not asking question, I was thinking कि if I will ask the question other people will think what is the stupid kind of question he is asking।
I can also relate to that। Just one more question and then I'll open the floor to everyone to jump in, to have a conversation, ask questions। So most of the projects that you have done are like community projects, so it's in the community, like community is involved, people are involved। how do you take care of that? Like how do you convince the community, how do you convince the people that this is the solution that you need? That's one insight from you would be very helpful for all of us।
So Vibhu, my way of approaching into this is a bit different। I have never like discussed the issue with any person in a specific। I never discussed about the problem, I just start discussing about their issues first, how you are staying here, what kind of problem you are facing there, oh this is something related with the water flowing nearby, or this is something related with the solid waste dump nearby your place. Okay, I got the thing. So can you think about that? Can you say something that will change the issue? So they start giving me n number of suggestions, because if you are facing problem, then you must know how to take care of this problem also. Or most of the thing we are doing is very basic. Then after that I come into the picture and say, "Ki, my thought is bit different from you, and if I will do this thing with your help, then it will be most sustainable." So my first objective was to just keep him in the loop and make sure that they will be our partner. They will feel associated with this solution. They will feel connected with this solution, and they will feel ownership. तो उसके बाद कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं रहती. If I will make the honor कि आप ही इसके honor है. You are someone who is suggesting me. I am not suggesting you. You are suggesting me. I am just twinkling here and there and saying कि this is something, changing the whole thing by little bit, and the solution is like this. तो बहुत अच्छा वो feel करते हैं. वो accept करते हैं चीजों को. उनको लगता है कि yes, this is the, और this is proudly बोलते हैं कि मैंने बताया. तो आप समझना जरूरी है आपका. So this is the basic funda we are using, and that's the right way of like interacting and suggesting them.
Yeah. So that's really insightful. Teachers, now I'll open the floor to any of you. Please ask. Feel free to ask questions. Please feel free to whatever. Yeah. So one question from Rahul Soni sir. It's like, sir, can you explain the hydraulic system cleaning? So just very briefly, not getting into too much of technicalities, if you can explain. Yeah.
Can you please repeat the question?
Sir, can you explain the hydraulic system cleaning? Maybe Rahul sir can pitch in and then maybe ask question in detail to explain that what actually. Yeah, Rahul sir.
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yes. Sir, in your presentation, there is a process in which there is a lot more bigger tank, and there are some divisions. And you are asking that there is a hydraulic process from which the water gets cleaned, right? So I just want to know that process a little bit. Will you please
Okay,
elaborate?
I will explain you in brief.
Okay, sir. Okay.
If anything like any wastewater is coming into the tank, there is a two concept like distance and the displacement. If the tank is like this, if this is the straight tank, and water is coming at this point, going out at this point, right? So the residence time, the time of retention inside the tank is very less, while providing a baffle. In between this, if I am providing this baffle, then water will come here, go down, okay, then again travel like this, coming up, then travel in this. So this is based on the design, but at the end, that will increase the overall residence time of the water inside the tank. And then this is not the displacement, this is the distance. Coming this, coming this, coming this, and the whole hydraulic, this movement of the water inside the tank is changed, and that will lead to the cleaning of the water. And there is a lot of other design aspect, but that is all basically completely based on the hydraulics and the gradient line. If I am talking about we are not using any energy, any mechanical unit, any pump, that means water is flowing via gravity, and there is a role of hydraulic gradient line into this.
Okay, sir.
So just a like wild thought in my mind कि if this similar thing in the school also, अगर मैं किसी बच्चे को 6th या 7th में या जब भी डिस्टेंस या डिस्प्लेसमेंट पढ़ा रहे हैं, तो उसे हम इस तरह से अगर दिखाएं, एक टैंक रख के, गेट मेरा टैंक है और यहाँ से एक पानी आ रहा है और सीधा बाहर निकल गया, दिस इज कॉल्ड डिस्प्लेसमेंट. Then we put the vessel there, and then we'll see कि देखो, this is the movement of the water going, this is called distance. So I think this kind of thing will provoke them to think something better, something different, or then we can say ki just think about this and come to us with ABCD, this problem definition sort of part.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for asking the question. I appreciate this. Thank you.
Rahul sir. Thank you. अभी flood of questions. अभी अगला question है कि ये order control equipment controls. What type of orders that we are talking about here? It's from Raghavendra sir.
Basically, the order is coming from either the solid waste or anywhere if there is an aerobic process or the digestion, the odor is coming out. So in most of the odor, this is basically VOCs, volatile organic compound. And first what we did, first we do the characterization of all the volatile organic compound and know what's the quantum of this and what's the overall concentration. And after that, accordingly, we design the equipment to take care of the odor.
Yeah, thank you. So there is another question from Raghavendra sir. I'll ask. Yeah, if you have any follow-up question, or you want to ask anything, or is it? Oh, thank you, Raghavendra sir. Okay, so there is question from Rehana ma'am, and she's asking: in school, is there any simple option to apply for plastic disposal? Plastic disposal के लिए कोई simple solution कोई है क्या हमारे पास school में?
Yeah, so basically plastic have very high calorific value. Their CV is much on the higher side. Or some of the value. So if there is in the nearby area any industry who is looking on the alternative fuel, then we can supply all the plastic as a RDF to them. That's the only solution for plastic. You will supply plastic as a source of fuel to the industry nearby.
Yeah.
And we are doing this thing in the Mirabandar Municipal Corporation, and almost supplying 130 metric ton of plastic every day from the municipality, and the industry is using that plastic as RDF and generating power or generating the energy to run the process.
Thank you. Rihanna ma'am, I hope this answers the question.
Before we take the next question, may I just come in for 30 seconds here?
Yeah, please ma'am.
Yeah. This is actually a follow-up from what Mr. Jha has just spoken about. Mr. Jha, nowadays there is a lot of talk and there is a lot of usage of plastic bottles for construction. How is that done?
There is a question mark on that part in terms of, like, if there is any percolation later on from that particular route, then that plastic will react with the water while it is not degradable, biodegradable, and then that may lead to some kind of pollution into the groundwater or the nearby areas. This is the one thing. Second part is, in terms of, we are into the trial phase only for this particular kind of thing, like using the plastic for construction of the road and all this. So geotechnical aspects are there. We need to do the complete feasibility based on the geotechnical things and see either that will not harm the environment or not. Till today, there is no as such any defined relationship or defined process established for this thing. We are into the trial phase for this.
Thank you.
Excuse me, sir. Yes, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible, please.
Yeah. Sir, could you please suggest some small project in the school level, like the students of 6th, 7th, 8th, or 9th, so that their thinking process will be like they will start to think.
Yeah,
Can
exactly.
you suggest some project which can be conducted in the school, and they should be at the school level only?
Yeah. So why we can think of having the gray water and the black water treatment system in the every school, I think so. So gray water is whatever water is coming except our washroom water is the gray water. In school, most of the water is gray water, and then the black water is wastewater coming from our washroom. So we have two very small
What is grey
units in
water?
our school.
What is grey
And
water,
that-
please?
yes.
Excuse me, sir, your voice was cracking, so it was not clearly audible to me. What is grey water?
Gray water is the water coming from your activities except the washroom. Okay, it's
Okay,
gray
sir.
water.
Okay.
And the black water is water from the, okay. And in all the school at that level also, we have two very small treatment unit, one for the black water, one from the gray water, and then we will teach the student on real time. You just see the dirty water is coming into the system, and then inside the system there is a process A, B, and C, and then the treated water is coming out. and then we give on that part how we can upgrade the system. What are the flaws in the system? What's the advantage of the system? So this is something that can be doable. There is no as such major challenge into this. This is one. Second is in every school we are generating some solid waste. The major thing about the solid waste is the segregation. In school also we can make a small like 6-7 boxes and say this is for the plastic, this is for the paper, this is for the wet waste, this is for the biodegradable, this is for non-biodegradable. At least they will get to know about all these things. What is biodegradable? What is non-biodegradable? Why? The first question should be why we are segregating. So then they will get to know why segregation is very much required. After this, we will explain them. This segregation is required because if all the dry and wet waste will mix together, that will create problem. That will contaminate all the dry waste also. If we will keep it all together different places, then dry waste can be used for different purpose. Like we can recycle the bottle, we can recycle the paper, और हम उसे बेच सकते हैं. पेपर को रिसाइकलिंग होता है. We can reuse the plastic and we can use the plastic as a fuel. Then coming to wet waste, in school also every school has their own garden. Wet waste can be turned into the compost and we can say this is the organic farming, this is the organic way of nurturing your garden. So this is very thought provoking for the student, and then we can give a task. You go and explain this same thing to 10 different people in your room, in your village or in your family. So they will get to know about the basic of the solid waste, and basic nahi yahi sab kuch hai. At the higher level also, this is the only concept we are following. I have designed the complete solid waste management planning for a city, for a municipal corporation council, and we are adopting the same practice. So this is something very thought provoking for the student. They will get to know about this and they start thinking about that part there at very school level only. And this is very much doable. This is very
Thank you very much, Shivani ma'am. I hope that answers it. Uh, or any follow-up question you have?
Can we make any project related to environment by using our ATL lab essentials or ATL in our ATL lab by using the ATL lab equipment? Can you make the project on the environment or like that?
ATL project. I'm not getting this.
So I'll just intervene for a second. So, ma'am, maybe we could take this offline because I think our host is not aware about what equipment do we have currently at ATL. So we could take this offline. We could connect you with him, and then like you can have a conversation separately on that.
Okay,
So,
sir.
oh yeah, thank you, ma'am. One very interesting question I can see from Arvind Patra sir. Which type of plants can be planted in rainwater?
So this is basically wetland plant, Canna indica. They're very like good flower, yellow and red flower is there. And the Typha latifolia, that kind of plant is very commonly found in our area. We can use that kind of plant, Canna and the Typha.
Yeah, Arvind sir.
And I request all the teachers they will propose this thing in their system. Why cannot we have a black water treatment system? Why cannot we have a solid waste management unit? There is no major cost involved in it, and this will add value to the whole organization. And they can proudly say we are environmentally sustainable school, and our school is green school. That kind of tag we can have, and this is very much required. And the best like advantage out of all these exercises is student, the new generation will get to know about the issues, about the concern, about the solution, about the innovation, and about the thought process.
Sir, regarding that order control, sir, basically, sir, we are much more getting order in our urinals. So, is there any things which will control order of our urinals? Because it is very pungent smells we are getting from urinals.
So there is a basic concept only for this kind of so there is a equipment, but so getting the equipment, installing the equipment is not a problem, but maintaining it is a major issue. The only thing I am suggesting at school level is keep cleanliness is there, then the smell is not a major issue in most of the part. So there is no need to install equipment for that kind of thing. Only you have to educate the people to make sure it is completely clean and there is a proper flushing into this. Then there is no smell coming out. There is no need to have the equipment for the very basic issues that can be solved without any equipment.
And sir, another one thing that keep on we are discussing about that now, increasing the ground level waters. So is there any local some projects can be done where that where our ground level can be improved?
Everywhere it is very much required. We need to implement the rainwater harvesting system in all the schools. This is another thing that we can do, and there is no cost involved in it. And we can educate our people, our the students, why rainwater harvesting, what's the use, what after 10 years, how it is going to change the overall groundwater scenario in this. Okay, so this is very much required, and in school we can easily do. हम एक एलिवेशन डिप्रेशन देख लें स्कूल का, और द मोस्ट डिप्रेस्ड पार्ट जो होगा, लोएस्ट पॉइंट जहां होगा, वहां हम एक यूनिट लगा सकते हैं कि लाइक वाटर फ्रॉम ऑल द एरिया from the school will collect it into this and going into the ground. It is very easy, or it can be done at all the schools.
Thank you sir.
And it is very much required as well. अगर सब लोग हम ऐसा करने लगे, there is no such any problem of the water in the coming 5 years. अगले 5 साल में जो problems हैं उसे define कर लेंगे हम लोग. For the next years and years there is no such any problem of the water. It is very much required, or it can be done.
Thank you sir.
Thank you, Yadunandan sir, for the two very interesting questions. One question again we are getting from Raju sir. How can I use wastewater which consists of more salts into output of a RO plant? Is it possible? Can we do it? Or
Can you please repeat?
yeah, Raju sir.
Can you please repeat the question?
Yeah, maybe Raju sir would like to ask. No. Okay. So the
Repeat.
yeah,
Can you please repeat the question?
Yeah, the question is, how can I use wastewater which consists of more salts than into output of a RO plant?
Wastewater into the output of RO plant? Not
RO
getting
plant.
it very clearly.
Like if I understood the question correctly, can the wastewater be converted into the clean RO drinking water? Can we do that? How can we
No,
do that?
I think Mr. Raju can,
explain
really explain that. But
Yeah.
what I understand, Mr. Jha, is that when we have these water filters, these RO plants, attached, whether domestically or commercially, there is a lot of wastewater that comes out of it, which is high
Yeah,
in
but
salts and minerals.
Getting the
How
point.
I think what he's trying to ask is, how can this be put to judicious use?
Yeah, getting the
Right,
point.
yeah.
Getting the point. The first part is it required or not required? Then we'll come to this thing how we can use the RO reject. This is terminology is the RO reject. There are two components. If we are feeding something into the RO system, there are two sections. One is RO permeate that we are using. Another one is RO reject. That means the rejected water. The first question from my side is it required? The RO system is required at our level. I say no, because अभी जो हम देख रहे हैं, ये this is basically a market driven policy, or big mafias are working at most of the places. I am very vocal about this thing, and I say very clearly that this is something, a very big nexus is there, big market is there. They are running the whole RO wala thing. Only the filtration part is required. Normal pen filter, carbon filter, disinfection, and at max ultra filtration. RO is not at all required, because in most of the water we are using, their initial TDS, total dissolved solid, is 400, 500. In our drinking water also, we need TDS up to that range. Up to 300, 400 TDS should be there in the drinking water. After RO, their TDS is 10, 7, 5, 8, in this range. That is not good for health also, and that is not at all required. At village level, if I am drinking water without RO, the TDS is in the range of 500, good for health. So RO is not at all required at first place. अगर हमारे स्कूल में भी है तो हम बताएं कि क्यों नहीं होना चाहिए. RO का यूज है just to remove the TDS, and our inlet TDS is 400, 500, not at all required. At max, if there is any issue, then we can go for the ultra filtration. That is also not required. Tata Swachh था, that was the best suited for anything. और उससे भी ज्यादा बेहतर वो ये जो अपना ये होता है, वो मटका वाला सिस्टम है, that is the best one. RO system is not at all required for our drinking purpose, because our TDS is like 300, 400 is the TDS, that is acceptable, and that need to be there in our drinking water. Second part, if anyone is already like using the RO wala system, then they can, what they can do, I learned from my like one of the friends' place is what they are doing, they are collecting the reject water and using it in utensil cleaning and for hand washing, and that is very much feasible. That can be collected and that can be used. That can be used in any of the cleaning, secondary cleaning purpose, because that's the pure water and that's the completely clean water. But the first thing is there is no such any requirement of RO system in our drinking purpose water, and the water can be treated without any RO equipment. That is not at all required.
Yeah, thank you very much. Uh, uh, I
But the
would,
most one
yeah, please.
more thing that I would like to like add into this, the most challenging problem industry is facing right now, how to manage the RO reject. That's the issue of the RO. How to manage the RO reject? There is no solution for the RO reject. Nowhere. There's the only solution is the ME, multi-effect evaporator. Lot of energy is required. Lot of finance is required. For treating 1 liter of RO reject, 70 to 80 paisa is required there. They are generating in the tune of 5 lakh liter, 7 lakh liter. That means daily their investment is 5 lakh rupees. In a month, 1.5 crore. No one is financially sustainable in that kind of system. The first place is how to remove, how to reduce, and how to take care of the RO reject. RO reject is something there is no solution. Only solution is evaporate it. Evaporate the water, and then we have to manage the salt because the quantum is very less.
Yeah, thank you for such a detailed answer. And then some there are comments like we are getting into too much of technicalities, and I feel like going back to that technical world again. So like the passion that we see in you, the energy that we see in you, and the teachers are actually writing that in the chat box. That's very inspiring. One interesting comment from Namita ma'am, that in our city of Jamshedpur Tata Steel, we are using plastic for laying roads. That's very interesting. And then Sanita ma'am is saying that we are collecting from the students, and then Panchayat is collecting from us. Then one question from Dr. Asha ma'am: is it possible to convert an ordinarily structured building to green building with cost-effective methods?
Yeah, it is possible. There are a lot of components in green building concept. Our green building means what? We are very much sustainable in our own way. That's the green building concept. Sustainability means we are not using any external energy. We are not harming the environment. We are not discharging the water into the nearby areas. We are not polluting the air. We are not polluting the land. That means disposing the solid waste. And this is the environmental aspect. After that, there is a building aspect. Sunlight, requirement of AC, not required. So our kind of the होम इन द विलेजेस जो झोपड़ी वाला होता था और मिट्टी वाला, that is the most green building kind of the thing. So there are n number of components in the green building. So and this is a detailed a whole session is required to discuss on the green building. So इसको हम थोड़े टाइम में एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर सकते हैं क्योंकि इसमें बहुत सारे कंपोनेंट होते हैं ग्रीन बिल्डिंग के.
Okay, thank you. Then yeah,
Srivatsala, can I ask a question?
yeah, please go on, ma'am. Yeah.
Sir, we have good afternoon. We have a lot of trees in our campus, and we always have an issue with the leaf waste. So I had given this challenge to our students. They came up with a lot of solutions, but not as effectively used, and we probably had to do a lot of construction or something like that for the whatever was told. So if you could suggest a simple way to get rid of the green waste, I mean the leaf waste, it would be very helpful.
I know the solution. I am implementing this solution in the so many different places also, but I am not going to tell you the solution. I will just give you the hint, and I am requesting you to kindly request you also. Basically, the green leaves coming out is
So your
can be used as a bulking material, or can be used as bulking material in composting process. Okay, and most of the people are in search of the bulking material. Can we have some bulking material so that will enhance the composting process? You can request your student to think on this part and उसके बाद भी solution नहीं मिल पाता है, then you can connect with me. I will let you know about how to use it. But that can be, I am giving the hint. You can use the whole like the leaf as a bulking material in the composting process, and that is very useful. Hence the
Okay.
KNP level of the compost as well. That is very useful. Or you know about the catalyst, na? So this is not directly participate into the whole thing, but that will add value to the whole composting process. That's the use of that leaf. So आप
Okay.
इस तरह से उन्हें बताइए और समझाइए कि how it can be used as a bulking material and
Okay.
how it can be a part of our compost system.
Okay.
And
And
उसके
we
बाद
also
भी if you're not getting the solution, then you can connect with Mr. Bihu and we'll connect again on this. And I will explain you the process, what to do. And then you can
biogas.
demonstrate this thing. No, no biogas. The biogas is
Okay.
very complicated at some point of time. We have to have a dome system, then the gas generation, then we have to clean the gas and use it. After that, there is a slurry coming out. That slurry can be used as a compost, right? Then the
Okay.
wastewater need to be taken care. So it's good to go for plain composting and use this leaf as a compost, as a bulking material. Or
Okay,
that
sir.
will add a
Thank you.
lot of value in your compost. Lot of value.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Srivastava ma'am. And then this could be one of the projects for students, for all the
Yeah,
schools, because
exactly.
all the schools have, like, there are lots of trees. I remember our school, lots of mango trees, and then so this could be one of the potential project for schools.
This may be the term project for your student. Ki they 20 number or 30 number term project. You just come up with the solution and give the solution for this. What can be done with the leaf?
Oh, we are like overwhelmed with questions, like lots of questions. Then I'll try to read some of them. Just one question from Minu ma'am. It's like not very technical. Why students do not get ready for innovation? Even talking a lot in this project, like just some non-technical part of it. Uh,
Can you
yeah.
please repeat the question? Your voice is not audible. Can you please repeat?
Okay, so I'll repeat it again. Why students do not get ready for innovation, even talking a lot in this project?
That is the solution or the answer is very basic. Just think from our perspective at the like while 20 year back, I was thinking this is ये मेरा काम ही नहीं है. Scientists will do the innovation. I am just, it's good to listen innovation wala thing, but this is not my job. The scientists will do all the innovation wala part. ये thought hai. We have to test this thought process. You know, there is no as such a defined like people who will do the innovation. Well, innovation is a daily process. Keep thinking and keep innovating the thing. No one is sitting for you to innovate a solution for your problem. So that is the only hurdle and only answer for this. कि हम अपने पे ही देखते हैं मैं भी यही सोचता था कि साइंटिस्ट लोग मैं उन लोगों का काम है इनोवेशन का हम लोगों का काम है पढ़ाई करना वो इनोवेट कर देंगे देन आई विल स्टार्ट रीडिंग द इनोवेशन वाला थिंग दिस इज समथिंग दैट समवन हैज ऑलरेडी इनोवेटेड एंड दिस इज समथिंग दैट आई हैव टू रीड so we have to change the mindset no this is our problem we have to think how it can be then how we can have a very sustainable solution what should be our approach to go ahead.
Thank you very much for this. Is like very interesting answer, and we all can connect to that. Actually, ये मेरा काम नहीं है.
Yeah. Yeah, this is for the scientific community.
Yeah,
They will
yeah.
do this thing.
Yeah. No, thank you very much. So Raju sir also he has another question. It's very technical question. So I would like request Raju sir that we could take this conversation offline. Like this is very specific, and then we could take this offline. I'll connect you with Mr. Jha, and then you can take.
Bibu and Raju said for all the technical question, no one can answer better than Google. So you can easily get all the answer there. I think nowadays Google is the best way to get all the answer for everything. They have the n number of other way to convince you to like explain you as well. This is the like different way to explaining the same problem. You can get all the answer from the Google. There is no such any issue on that. If still you need to discuss with me at any point of time, you can connect with Bibu and we can easily connect on that part. Thank you.
Sure, thank you very much. And then some comments like students at school level do pollution control, how to save access water. Some of the suggestions that student projects that we could do at school level. So one very specific question on e-waste. I think would you like to take that? like how do you what to do with e-waste. It's like lots of e-waste these days. Mobile खराब होता है हम फेंक देते हैं, लैपटॉप खराब होता है हम फेंक देते हैं. वो जो सर्कुलर इकोनॉमी की बात है, वो रीयूजेबल इकोनॉमी की बात है. Would you like to comment on that a bit?
So mostly इस लेवल पे गवर्नमेंट के एंड पे अभी डिस्कशन चल रही है कि we need to have a community level e-waste collection unit first. The first thing is we need to collect everything, and then we will see what can be done with the help of the collected e-waste. Is there any substance or any value that can be withdrawn from this? So there is no as such any defined product that will take care of the e-waste. Only part is awareness, and awareness. We must be aware about this thing. If I am generating, if I am throwing, if I am disposing something, what's the impact of having this and how it can be taken care. At the community level, government is planning to establish a system that will take care of the e-waste, mostly collect the e-waste and send it to the center, e-waste processing center. In India right now, we are taking care of only, that's the status in overall. Very poor infrastructure we have for the e-waste, and we do not have any kind of a specific like collection pattern in the particular like panchayat level or the district level. I am not recalling, I am not able to remembering anything in my district. In this district level, this is the e-waste collection center, this is the e-waste like processing center, nowhere. So now government is planning to have this in the coming days.
Yeah,
We can aware the people. We can aware the people if you are discharging, if you are dumping something that have the tremendous negative impact on the environment or the society, that is staying. The only solution right now is to minimize that dumping wala part or discarding the whole e-waste wala thing. And this is all about the fashion. You have to discard or change the thing. It's all about awareness from my perspective. And most of the time, technology cannot work. People should be aware about these basic things. Then only things will be improved.
Yeah, that's totally understandable. And then e-waste as a concept worldwide is evolving, and lots of new and then innovative solutions are coming up into that. Maybe in a year or two, we'll have more solutions. And then right now, we must focus on creating awareness that we should not generate e-waste a lot. Rahul Soni sir, do you have a question you'd like to ask him?
No. I just hello. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, Rahul sir. Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
I'm just going to say something, sir.
Yeah, please. Sir.
Just on the topic of this e-waste collection, there are some companies, some private organizations which collects e-waste of their nearby cities and all. Just like there's a company, Deshwal Waste Management Plant, Gurgaon. Okay, this company collects the e-waste of all the Delhi NCR e-waste and segregate that into different categories. Like plastic, there's a category of plastic, and e-waste contains more gold and silver because these are very conductive and noble metals. Huh? So they will segregate this, and after that they will send that gold and silver and plastic to different units or different companies. So I think this was the best example I have seen of the e-waste collection management.
Yeah, I agree. But the problem starts after that. They are taking all the valuable things and then they are also discarding or dumping remaining things. That's the problem. That's the problem in India for the e-waste segment. They are taking all the things that is meaningful for them, and then they are not taking care of the other things. Otherwise, we need to have a complete set of treatment unit. And something is going on in the metro cities, but nothing is at the class 2, class 3 kind of cities there. But still in the metro city also, there is a huge issue of this kind. If people are having the system, they are taking all the things that is meaningful, that have some value. And after that, they are also discarding in a different way. I worked with the Maharashtra Pollution Control Board for 7 years in their top technical committee, and I saw the problem on the daily basis. What's the kind of the issue and the sort of problem there?
Yes, sir. They are managing mostly of the e-waste but they, as you say, they left something that was not useful for them, and they will discard that. So it's kind of 70% completion of that waste. They are recycling 70% of waste and even earning from that waste. We can say that.
And okay, that's fine. That's good. Kids. Anyhow, they are doing something, but the actual work will start after that 70%.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
to
yeah.
manage the discarded part, that is not having any value, and that's the reason the situation is not very good in our country in the coming time. Not right now, but after 10 year or 20 year, that will be a major issue in most of the places.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Rahul sir, for the interesting insight. In fact, like there are some silver lining that company is actually doing 70%, and we actually need that 70% at least. One comment from Avinash sir, you have incredible knowledge, so I'll just read it out for you. Uh, Thank you, Avinash sir. Then like there are lots of comments on RO water, and then lots of comments on like the insights that you have given. So we are just
Vibhu,
get,
there is a question from Mr. Patra. Maybe he can unmute himself and ask the question.
yes
Mr.
ma'am.
Patra, please go
हाँ
ahead.
मैडम, हम धनबाद से है, झारखंड। इसमें हम एक कॉमन प्रैक्टिस देखते हैं, जो ड्रेन वाटर से खेती होता है, डायरेक्ट नहीं करते, बगल में एक कुआं, कच्चा कुआं बना लेते हैं, उससे पानी उठाते हैं, बोलते हैं देखिए साफ वाटर है, और ग्रीन वाटर उसी करते हैं। हम लोग टाउन में, हम लोग जितना वेजिटेबल्स खरीदते हैं आसपास, अब कोई भी टाउन में है, एक कॉमन प्रैक्टिस है, ड्रेन वाटर में वेजिटेबल्स को किया जाता है, बढ़िया होता है, देखने में अच्छा होता है। और वो जो क्या सेफ है वो, क्योंकि क्या करते हैं, ड्रेन डायरेक्ट यूज नहीं करते हैं, बगल में एक कुआं कर लिए, फिर वहां से पानी उठाते हैं। इवन आप दिल्ली में रहते हैं, आप लोग भी यही वेजिटेबल्स खा रहे हैं। तो ड्रेन वाटर का ऑलमोस्ट 50% ड्रेन वाटर का आसपास जो वेजिटेबल्स होता है, ड्रेन वाटर से हो रहा है, क्योंकि यहाँ वाटर जो है ना बहुत कीमती है। तो क्या सेफ है हम लोग के लिए ये वाला? और कैसे इसको ट्रीट किया जाए, कैसे समझाया जाए? लेकिन सब खेती करता है ड्रेन वाटर से ही।
पात्रा जी, आपका क्वेश्चन बहुत वैलिड है, और ये हर जगह ये प्रैक्टिस होता है, इधर मुंबई, दिल्ली और एनी मेट्रो सिटीज। व्हाट लोग क्या करते हैं कि रेलवे लाइन के साइड में बहुत सारी खेतीज होता है, वो लोग फार्मिंग करते हैं और वो फिर मार्केट में सेल होता है। देखिए, जो पहला प्रॉब्लम है, सबसे पहला प्रॉब्लम, जो बेसिक चीज है, जो हम लोग वैसे भी समझ सकते हैं, कि जो नाले में जो पानी आता है वो हमारे वॉशरूम का पानी होता है, ठीक है। तो ज्यादा इशूज नहीं होते हैं, हम उसको बेसिक डिसइंफेक्शन भी कर देते हैं। तो फीकल कॉलीफॉर्म होता है, उसे भी कम से कम रिमूव करते हैं, उसमें हम कुछ नहीं करते हैं, फीकल कॉलीफॉर्म रिमूव नहीं करते हैं। उसका जो डायरेक्ट डिस्चार्ज है उसे हम खेत में यूज करते हैं। तो जब इसे आप टेस्ट करेंगे लैब में, हर में आपको हैवी मेटल्स ज्यादा मिलेंगे, बायोलॉजिकली कंटेमिनेशन होगा थोड़ा सा। हम लोगों ने क्या किया था, ऑलमोस्ट लाइक 5 ईयर बैक, आईटी मार्केट गेट के सामने जो वेजिटेबल मार्केट है, वहां से सारे वेजिटेबल पिक किया था, और उसे लैब में इंडक्टिवली कपल्ड प्लाज्मा एनालिसिस होता है, जिसपे आप हैवी मेटल्स चेक करते हैं। मैंने चेक करवाया था हम लोगों ने, सारे वेजिटेबल्स में हैवी मेटल्स हो जाता है। People are falling sick very frequently. Cancerous patients are 10 numerous in number. That's the reason we are not taking anything pure, neither water nor air, और food तो भूल ही जाइए, pesticide और फिर उसको fertilizer, and then this kind of water, irrigation में जो भी water पीने के लिए साफ पानी नहीं है, तो irrigation के लिए कहाँ से होगा? That's the basic thing, and that is creating a lot of problem. So not safe at all, not safe at all. यही जागरूक करना होगा, इसमें कुछ ज्यादा नहीं है। हम बेसिक एक सेटलिंग कर दें, वहां पे गवर्नमेंट से बात करें, आप वहां पे आवाज उठाए, लोग मिलके, इतने फंड होते हैं गवर्नमेंट के पास, बेसिक एक सेटलिंग करें, और आफ्टर सेटलिंग विल प्रोवाइड द डिसइंफेक्शन, और डिसइंफेक्शन के बाद जो पानी आ रहा है उसे कलेक्ट कर ले और उसे यूज करें, देन इट विल बी सेफ। देयर इज नो एज सच एनी टेक्नोलॉजी इज रिक्वायर्ड। यही दो काम कर लें, देन इट विल बी सेफ। समझे पत्थर साहब? इन चीजों को आप बताइए लोगों को, और समझाइए कि स्टॉप डूइंग दिस, that will lead to major issues in term of health। और वो एक चेन हो जाता है फूड चेन में कंप्लीटली, कि हम ये खा रहे हैं, फिर ये बॉडी में जा रहा है, बॉडी का टॉक्सिसिटी लेवल धीरे धीरे बढ़ता है, फिर वो प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट होते हैं, एन नंबर ऑफ जो बीमारियां के कारण होते हैं। हमारे पास कुछ भी प्योर नहीं है, कुछ भी शुद्ध नहीं है।
And
लेकिन
there's
इसे
also
किया जा सकता है, थोड़ा सा एफर्ट लगा के इसे किया जा सकता है। इसके लिए कोई मैसिव स्केल पे एफर्ट लगाने की जरूरत नहीं है, इसे किया जा सकता है। No, sound is not audible.
Sir, your sound is not audible. Mahesh sir, your sound is not audible.
No.
Oh,
Can you
sorry.
please?
Email. आपका sound audible है. Can you write the question? I'll ask for you, sir. Srivatsana ma'am, you wanted to like make a comment.
a big issue is about even parasitic infestations with those vegetables. And earlier this year, I was a
Yeah,
victim of the
anything.
same.
Oh,
Yeah, anything is possible there. We are just discharging the wastewater from our washroom, or somewhere we are using to the farming, and then again we are eating the same product.
Even to
So
diagnose,
indirectly or directly,
that was such a big process, and it was not an easy thing at all.
can you please repeat?
Diagnose the parasitic infestation was such a long process, and doctors couldn't even diagnose it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
one very interesting question from Swati ma'am, which is what do you mean by emergy? What emergy means? Can you throw some light on that?
Yeah. That's the emergy का basic meaning होता है pocket of energy required to find the solution or change the problem into the solution kind of thing. That's the energy. Energy is overall a kind of energy required to change the problem into the solution and find the solution. That kind of.
Yeah, thank you. And then we can take one more question. I'm also mindful of the time. We are almost at the end, and there are like questions, a lot of questions. I'm just waiting for Mahesh sir to. So, in place of vegetable, we suggest them to grow flowers. That's the suggestion Mahesh sir, like he has on the drainage system. In place of vegetables, can be
Yeah, it's good. Like it's good to see this, but overall end impact क्या होगा? Once the plant will die, then what we will do? We will have to dispose somewhere. Okay, and then that will again come to our ecosystem only, come to our daily life only. So the solution is at source only take care of the problem. That's the only solution. Otherwise, to defining the solution, we are doing something, then again there is other problem, then we'll do something else, then again there is other problem, we'll do something else. It's better to define at source only. That's the best way to tackle any issue.
Thank you.
Let's have the problem solution at source.
Yeah, and then the solution has to be sustainable. It should not create problems after a year, 2 years, or a few months like that. So I'll take one last question, and then I'm like very mindful of time. We have about 5 minutes. Last question is from Fanindra sir. When it comes to waste management, how students should think?
Yeah, they can think it in a very easy way. आप classroom में सारा waste जमा कर दीजिए जो जमा कर रहे हैं उसे बाहर ही मत फेंकिए. They start smelling and then they will say कि sir classroom is very smelling now. They just define the arrangement and define the treatment of this waste. Then they will start thinking on the treatment part. That is I think the best way to provoke their thought process. जो भी वो वेस्ट जमा कर रहे हैं आप 3 दिन तक हटाइए नहीं फरन सर आप उसके क्लासरूम में ही छोड़ दीजिए बोले कि इट विल बी हियर ओनली think the solution and then only it will be removed and submit a one page solution of this waste. I think that is the best solution. And मुझे क्या लगता है कभी भी for everyone कि हमें solution बताने से अच्छा उन्हें time देना चाहिए कि keep thinking about the solution. I am not here to guide you every time. Keep thinking about the solution. Let me know about the solution. I am also teaching from you. I am also learning from you. This is not about I am here to teach you everything. Give me the solution for this. This is your task. Tell me about the solution.
Yeah, thank you very much for such an insightful conversation and then interaction thereafter. And it was really very inspiring, the energy that we saw in you today. And then I'm sure when our teachers will go back to school, और इतने सारे सॉल्यूशंस, इतने सारे प्रॉब्लम्स, इतने सारे टेक्निकल एस्पेक्ट्स हमने आज डिस्कस किए हैं कि कुछ बहुत 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 अच्छे अच्छे प्रोजेक्ट्स निकल के आएंगे। एक साल बाद जब बच्चे 7th से 8th में जाएंगे, 8th से 9th में जाएंगे, तो सब लोग एक अच्छा इनोवेटिव प्रोजेक्ट करेंगे। स्कूल्स इनफैक्ट ये इसमें से काफी सारी चीजें इम्प्लीमेंट करेगी। तो
Before we end, there is a question from Manoj sir about soil buffering property. Manoj sir, do you want to unmute yourself? We'll give you, the last 1 minute to get the question in.
What is the buffering properties of the soil? यदि हम लोग सॉइल के लेवल में अगर एसिडिक फॉर्म में कोई पानी को डालते हैं, वाटर को डालते हैं, तो लास्ट में जो हम लोग को मिलता है वो न्यूट्रल मिलता है। तो ये इस प्रॉपर्टीज को क्या प्लांट के लिए इस तरह का ट्रीटमेंट करके प्लांट के लिए वो पानी, वो वाटर यूजफुल होगा?
आपकी आवाज कट चुकी है मनोज सर, आप एक बार फिर से बात कर सकते हैं? Can you please repeat the question?
What is soil buffering properties? Soil buffering property. We can use soil buffering property to purify the water.
To treat water.
To treat water.
Yeah, that's the very basic thing. We are doing it since last more than 1000 years. 100 years back, there is no such any STP. That buffering property of soil is taking care of the wastewater coming out of the town, and then the पहले आप देखते होंगे कि शहर है, शहर के बाद बहुत खाली जगह होता है, तब नदी और ये सब रहते थे, और वहां पे खाली जगह से वेस्ट वाटर जा रहा है. That is actually we are treating the water by nature's way. That is the natural way of treating. But nowadays the only limitation is the large area requirement for this. Only limitation. We do not have the area nowadays. That's why we are thinking of the engineering aspect of the whole concept and mimicking the concept of this particular natural treatment system into the constructed wetland kind of thing. But that have the property that is very well established system in our nature, and that's the natural way of treating the water.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So can I ask one question? I'm sorry, the last one. Yeah, so we have this area which used to look really bad earlier, and now it has been converted into something called Samadhan Hub. It's a huge area, wasteland, and people are encouraged to collect all the waste and dump it in that area nicely, and there are segregation baskets and all. And then the waste has been actually converted to nice figures, like the chairs and robot and such things have been made out of that. So at the moment it looks a nice use of waste, but my concern, which I keep thinking while passing from there, is it safe enough for environment to have those plastic bottles and everything under the sun? It may be taking, some harmful gases and all must be coming out. Is it a workable solution at the time being? Because later on that is also again going to be a waste when it's going to be losing out its texture and everything, then it will be again converted to waste. So is it a solution?
Not solution, it's something we are intermittently managing the problem with this kind of thing. It's fine, there is no such any harm to the environment with this kind of arrangement, this kind of structure.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Kavita ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Over to you, just to conclude.
Thank you so much, teachers. I think we've had an amazing session, and a big thanks to Mr. Jha for joining us, for giving us such wonderful information and insightful direction. All right, silent claps. Thank you, Mr. Raju. Let's have silent claps of Mr. Jha. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You can see the passion
Thank
and
you.
the interest in the teachers, and
Thank
we feel sure that our teachers are going to open out the minds of our students, going to make them think. Do not provide the solutions like Mr. Jha has mentioned, but get them to provide the solutions. However, keep the concepts simple and clear. I think the message that we take home today from what Mr. Jha has told us is that the concepts that we teach them in theory, if we can relate it to practical life, life that they see around them and life that is familiar to them, not something which is far away in a different world, but something that is familiar to them, that comes from their own world, and then get them to make that connection and learn from that connection. I think they will never forget those concepts and they'll be able to relate that. Whether they do an IIT examination or whatever examination, they will definitely, like Mr. Jha, be able to relate. And we hope that out of our students from all of these schools, we will get the next bunch of scientists, the next bunch of innovators for a better India and a cleaner environment. Definitely. Thank you so much, Mr. Jha, for motivating us,
Thank you. Thank you.
inspiring,
Thank you,
and
ma'am.
for
Thank
being here with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Teachers, can we have a double thumbs up for Mr. Jha?
Thank
All
you.
right,
Thank you.
everybody
Thank
with
you.
their videos on.
Thank
And
you.
if I can request my team, Khyati or Rahul, to please take the pictures, or Vibhu, if you can do that. 30 seconds, if everyone can put their videos on, please. And let's have a double thumbs up for Mr. Jha.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Ma'am, really thank you for organizing this session, because there is so much of AI, robotics, and virtual reality that you start thinking that this is the only solution. Actually, the solutions are simple also.
Yes, absolutely right. The simpler the solution, the more effective and long lasting it is.
Yes.
Really.
Even the
Yes.
students have started thinking that they have to learn rest everything, forget about the waste management, and actually this is the scenario in the schools, and unfortunately all organizations who are making us also take the sessions are working mostly on these aspects. So really thank you for this one.
Thank you, ma'am.
And
So
thank you,
glad that
ma'am.
you enjoyed
Actually,
it. And
and
there is a
today
thing.
I came to know that the actual sustainable solutions is only nature,
Yes.
natural solutions, not wrong solution. Thank you.
Very true. Absolutely, sir. Thumbs up for that one. Very, very true. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much, ma'am. It was a very informative situation, the session. And one more thing which I would like to add on, like whenever we ask students to make any project, they just think of making an electronic project. They think of making a drone, taking a drone, like only
Yes.
these things they try to take it. They do not think from the other perspective, like the one Mr. Jha said today.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it is really a high time we should think over these solutions now.
Absolutely. Practical solutions which are practical for our country and community and scalable. Something
Yes,
that
madam.
is easily scalable as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Drones
Yes, ma'am.
might be a part of it, but cannot be an answer every time.
That's correct, ma'am. That's correct. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Avinash sir. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye, teachers. Thank you. Bye-bye. We will meet you all now next week. Different groups on different days.
Thank you,
This
ma'am.
coming week. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.